Hello and welcome to Jijo Speaks. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the selection process of the IIMs. You might be going, sir, what this we know? I know that you know, but I thought that it might be a good idea to ensure that you know everything about the selection process, right? Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I've just put a random target to myself that I want to take my number of subscribers to 50,000. I have no idea when that is going to happen, but I hope that you can help me out. Please do that. And also, please do check out my course, which is VRC 1000. That's a course for the CAT VR section. It's an awesome course. I will leave the link to the course in the description box. Check that out. I will love to be your teacher, and I hope that you will like me to be your teacher as well, and I want you to be my student. Okay, so let's start the selection process of the IIMs. Now you start off here, which means you are one among the people who are taking the CAT. Obviously there'll be 2 lakh. I can't put 2 lakh images here, so I just put a, this is the first sort of set of people are the CAT takers, and then there's an initial preliminary screening that happens, or you get an opportunity to get to this phase, and then a first shortlist is created. Hopefully you're going to be still there, and then the second shortlist or the final shortlist gets created when you are here, right? So this preliminary screening is solely and purely based on the CAT. You take the CAT, based on the CAT you will get here. In this first shortlist, apart from the CAT, there might be other factors that will play a role. What you did in your 10th standard, your 12th standard, your work experience, your gender, and so on and so forth. And then you get here, and there is that one process that happens here, which is your personal interview, which I'm going to call PI, the interview, and WAT, which is the writing assessment test. For some colleges don't have it, and then you eventually get there. So let's start with the first process, which is the preliminary screening. You don't have to do anything here. You took the CAT, and what the IIM wants is a minimum percentile in each of the section. Now, what I've given here is a general category minimum percentile. Now, if you're other category, usually those percentile will be less than what the general category minimum percentile is, and the minimum percentile is not very high. For example, if you look at IMA, for the VRC you need to get 70, DLR 70, QA 70, overall 80. The highest I believe in this list will probably be IIM Lucknow, needs 85, 85, 85 and overall 90. And these new IIMs, so most of them is here. Some college there could be some slight deviation to this, but by and large you want to get the bare minimum, which means if you are someone who did absolutely wonderful in VRC thanks to my course, and you got 99.99 percentile in VRC, but unfortunately something happened in DLR, you got only 60 percentile, but in QA you got another 99.99. Overall your score was absolutely awesome, 99.7, but unfortunately because of this you will not move forward. So the bare minimum thing that you must take into consideration is, let's start with this, I need to get at least an 85 percentile in each of the section. That will by and large ensure that at least all the IIMs will consider you, and overall I need to at least cross 90 percentile, right? IIM will not inform you whether you've cleared this preliminary screening, but you will know, right? But the shortlist that say that okay, you have cleared shortlist number 1 comes in another stage. Now essentially these two kind of stage happens together, right? And what happens in this first shortlist? Here is where all the things that you did in the past start playing a role. Okay, now what are the things that gets calculated here? Factors: your CAT score, your 10th score, your 12th score, your graduation score, the number of months of work experience that you have till 31st of July, and the gender diversity score, which essentially means that if you are a female, you will get marks. Academic diversity score, which means that if you are a non-engineer, you will get marks. And but if you generally look at each of the college has got different criteria. Let's start with IMA. IMA has got 65 is the weightage that is given for the CAT, and you've got, I believe this is 10 for your 10 standard, 12 standard 10, graduation 10, work experience is 5. I think that adds up. That's correct. Right. So if you look at IMB, the story is different. You've got 40 for the CAT. You've got a lot of weightage for your 10th, your 12th has a weightage, your graduation score has a weightage, your work experience has weightage, and a little bit of marks for gender diversity. IIM Calcutta, 56, I believe that's the number, is for CAT. And then you have weightage for your 10 score, your 12 score, and graduation score. I think one of the years they've kind of changed this due to COVID. During COVID times, you know that 12 standard, some of these graduation scores, some people ignored. That this could change every year. And there's some marks for gender diversity. IIM Lucknow has got weightage for CAT, which is close to 60% is the weightage for CAT. Then there is no weightage for 10 score. So 12 there's a weightage, graduation there's a weightage, work experience there's a weightage, gender diversity and academic diversity. IIM Indore, just 20. 20 is the weightage for CAT. A substantial chunk of weightage for your 10th and your 12th and your diversity score. Which means for an institute like IIM Indore, if your 10th and 12th is poor, you can say goodbye to it. And IMK has got a similar kind of weightage. You've got weightage for your CAT, which is 45, I believe. Yeah. And then there is a huge weightage for 10th, your 12th, work experience, your gender diversity. And there's some of the IIM said, nah. You've cleared the cutoff, we will call you. Right? If you cross 90%, we will call you. We'll look at that. There are many non-IIMs. For them also it will be like that. We will not do all this now. We'll do that. XLRI does not have sort of these first shortlist criteria. If you clear the basic minimum percentile cutoff, they'll call you. Another thing that you notice is a few things. Okay, so now for instance, just to give put things in perspective, the weightage for IMA for 10th, 12th and graduation. So they categorize students into various. So for example, a science background, commerce background, and they give sort of different weightage, different marking scheme for each one. Basically, for your 10th mark, you will get the first mark when you cross 80%. But compare that to IIM Calcutta. Is the 10th score, right? Anyone getting more than 80% in 10th will get full marks. Anyone who got more than 80% in 12th will get full marks. Anyone who got more than 60% in graduation will get full marks. So therefore, practically everybody gets those marks. Therefore, for IIM Calcutta, eventually, even though the weightage for the CAT is 56%, because these are basically, you should have done reasonably okay in your 10th, 12th. So in IIM Calcutta, you tend to see that eventually it all boils down to your CAT score. 99.7 percentile is what is typically needed. Usually, if you are a male, if you are a female, maybe 99.2 percentile ish. So you see this, right? So unfortunately, nothing is in our control. 10th is over, 12th is over. Graduation, maybe you can do something now, I don't know. So basically you are applying to your CAT application will come sometime the next July end. So by the time you apply, I don't know, is there another semester that is there available to you? Work experience, the number of months that you have, gender diversity, what can you do, academic diversity, what can you do? At this point in time, you don't have any control whatsoever. Now you might be someone whose 10th is low, 12th is low, and you might be wondering, is there any possibility for me to get into IIM? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Right. Now, if you've got great 10th score, 12th score, you've got work experience and stuff. Few schools give weightage for work experience. Not every school give weightage for work experience. So nothing is in. There's no general rule. So the best that you can do is take the CAT, prepare for the CAT, try to do well in the examination, and leave the rest to the IIMs. Now, at this point in time, I must tell you that this process here for an institute like XLRI, they don't have this sort of these weightage for 10, 12 and graduation. If you clear the cutoff, they will call you. So if you have, for some reason, if you've got struggle in any of these, right, and there might be chances of some of the IIMs not calling you, then you must make it a point to take other examinations as well. XAT, NMIMS, NMAT, IFT, and other exams. If you're only targeting, let's say, the top 10 college, definitely do take the ZAD. So this is the criteria so far. So what have happened so far is we have reached here first shortlist, and then the next process starts, which is the interview, personal interview and VAT. And here again, the college will have weightage, CAT score, personal interview score, the VAT, which is an essay, a topic is given for you to write, your profile score. Profile score is again your 10, 12 graduation kind of scores, right? So when you, at this point in time, we see that a huge chunk of weightage, let's say for IIM, 50 marks is the weightage that is given for your person interview, 35 here, 40 here, 48, 40, 40, 35, 30. I'm Trichy is like 25, Udaipur is 15, but most of the colleges, this is the VAT. This second stage, this can completely make or break your chance of making it. Even if, let's say, your profile score is, whatever reason is low in, let's say in C, because there is a huge weightage that is for this personal interview and VAT, things can change. Everybody practically has a chance. So if you look at these scores, the difference between students will be by and large very less. So who is the person who got 30 marks in the for the CAT score would be somebody who maybe you got 99.999% whatever percentile. But if you, let's say, you've got 99.7 percentile, the difference between you and that particular person is not going to be huge. Even here, IMA does call students with, let's say, 95 percentile, also call students with 99 percentile. Here again, the difference is not going to be huge in terms of weightage, but here it can make or break. You could probably, some people can get 0 marks in the interview, some of you can get the entire 50. So this is a simple process, right? In this process, there are a lot of variables, a lot of things that you're worried about, but the only thing that I need to be worried about is things that are in my control now. What is in my control is my test. Whether it is CAT or ZAT or IFT or NMAT or SNAP or MyCat or TISNET or whatever examination, this is completely in your control. Now, I don't want you to be someone sitting there and saying, look, my 10 score is bad. I'm 12 score, man, I screwed up. I really don't want to. My hope is gone. It's not the case. You will get some colleges. Not every college has got the same weightage. Some colleges, 12th is sort of green. So some colleges got huge weightage, but other colleges got less weightage. Right? It's okay. And there are colleges which don't give weightage for anything, so that is not in your control. Just don't worry. Even in the first shortlist, I cannot control my 10th score anymore. 12th is gone. Graduation is practically gone. Work experience, what can I do? Gender is that I can't change it. Your academic diversity, I'm an engineer, I can't, but that's gone. The other thing that is in your control is here, interview. That's in your control. The WAT, which is the essay that you have to write on a topic, writing ability, that is in your control. So all that you need to worry about in the selection process is do well in the test, and then once you reach the second stage, do well in the interview and do well in the VAT. This is a simple selection process. I know you know it. Probably this is a complete waste of time. If there is anything specific, any question that you have specifically, please put that in the comment box. I will respond to those questions. Yeah, that's it. I hope this made sense. You know the number, 50,000 number of subscribers. I don't know what is the deadline. I don't know. 2 months? I have no idea. Please do subscribe. Let's get to 50,000. That's a good number. Goodbye.